Well, good morning everyone. I'm preparing for my next trip north, heading up into Auckland and beyond up to Northland. Recently I've been checking the bike over, making sure it's all right, and I've a couple of additions there to go on the back of the bike that I'm working out a way to attach it. I grabbed a waterproof 20-litre bag to go on the back. I established the new rear view mirror on there, put a new headlight on to give better luminosity, and the other adaptation is a new chain and sprocket on. The other thing that's changed is I got these new boots, replacement for my first ones, which are only a year old, but the stitching right up this side here let go. Alright, well I'm all set to go on my way up north of Auckland to a place called Kumiu. I got my little bag all packed, waterproof over the front here. I just checking the Venture Sky there. We've got rain coming down out of this direction here, so I'll cut over to Hamilton and up that way. Okay, I just wiped the windscreen there because we've got some light drizzle of rain here as I leave Tauranga. So it says there I've got 224 k's to go to my next destination. That's not a big deal. Into the Waikato via the Kaimai Pass here. Hopefully the weather's better there and more conducive to videography. Just need to give her a little drink before we get going. I've only got 2 bars left, so. Well, you'll see that I've changed my clothes. I thought by coming across the Kaimais and down onto the flats here I'd get into weather conditions like this. Well, I've just passed through Hamilton. I called into my friends Sue and Ken's there, and I've just engaged Sue to be in a project with me. Now we've got the expressway right up to Auckland. This is Highway 1. Coming into Auckland now. Just on 4 o'clock, so she's peak traffic heading out of town, and all the tradies are heading back into town. Whose idea was it to come and ride through Auckland this time of night? So I can see now we've got 23 k's to go. You would wonder where everyone was going, wouldn't you? I see the boys lane splitting. They're going past me there with their hazard lights on, riding between the cars and doing not much faster than 10 k's as they go past the other cars. Bit of weaving and carrying on, but anyway, that's for them to do, not for me. I'll hop on the back of one of these fellas that do some lane splitting and get some education. at me, I'm here with Barry Perrin. Barry's from England, and he's got this boat here called the
White Shadow.
White Shadow, yeah. He's been here about nearly 12 months now.
Yeah, it's been a little bit over 12 months, if the truth be told. Yeah. Yes, a long time.
The COVID's held him in port here, and he's doing major repairs to the White Shadow here, which were well scheduled, and he's having a good look around here. But it's lovely to catch up with you, Barry.
No, it's really nice to meet you. I mean, I do appreciate when people follow the channel and they come down and see me. It's really nice to have a natter.
Yes.
I've always got time for that, because without the supporters, as you know, without people who watch your channel, then you've got nothing. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here in New Zealand. I've got lots of work still to do on the boat, and so being stuck here for COVID, it's not a hard deal for me. It's been a pleasure, and I've got a lot of friends here. I feel like a local now.
Yes, you are. Oh, you're most welcome in New Zealand.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm up just beyond Kaitaia in the very far north. This is the start of the 90-mile beach up to Cape Reinga. The tide's just going out now, but that puts me up in the softer sand, so I'll leave that bit and we'll have a look at the beach further up. Yeah, so we've got 100 k's to go to the top of the cape. Beautiful sunny day, let's go and do it. Well, we're getting out towards the end of the cape. I think I've got about another 15 k's to go. Big stations out here. I see a big mob of Angus cows, and they're being sorted. Their calves are being removed. The road has been as good as this all the way. Just lovely tar seal, big wide sweeping road. High tourist traffic to here, I think. Back further to the left was the big sand dunes where you can go surfing on the sand dunes out to my left there. Anyway, my objective is to get up to the Cape and then out to a place called Spirit Bay, so we'll achieve that first. I don't want to go anywhere near sand with this bike, it's too heavy to lift around. And whether you can see away in the distance here, the big sand dunes. Maybe as I come around this corner you'll get a glimpse of them. And there they go, way out there. Yesterday's ride was a bit miserable. I had to put the wet weather gear on all the way because it was fluky rain, you know, big storms coming through over the ridges, and I get bloody saturated, so I kept the gear on all the time, and that keeps the rain from getting through to your inner core anyway. We've got a temperature of 19 degrees here at the moment, which is just beautiful for riding the bike. The bike's running well, and just when I had the last service, I had a new chain sprocket and front sprocket put on, and that just improves the bike no end. It's this little mirror here is working well too. That worked well in Auckland when I had 4 lanes of traffic to ride in. You could see the cars on your left and right. It takes a wee while to judge how close they are with that big convex mirror there, but it certainly helped to demonstrate that there was somebody on your left or right shoulder. Well, we're starting to run out of land. To my right is the Pacific Ocean out here towards the sun and the north, and out here is the Tasman Sea. Soon we'll see where they merge up here with the at the very tip of the top. Let's have a look here at this lookout. Whoa, Betsy. So let's get out and walk now. Where will I put my bike? And put it here where everyone can see it. Lucky sand dunes. Let's go and have a look around. I put my road tyre back on the front and I can notice the difference between that and the TKC 80 that I had on the front. She just dances around on these little stones. So we're just heading out here through this old growth colonist radiator. It's been here a day or two and never been looked after. Paradise ducks here flying off. Oh, the biggest sand pits in the world. Well, I was just talking to the girls here from the regional council, and they're got a project on here. They're showing the contractors what they want done, and all these old wilding pines are getting taken down, because as they get older they have more seeds, and that gets into the forest out further. So it's quite a process. They have to get specialist contractors to drop them with big machines, and they're dangerous things to put down too, because you don't know the condition of the limbs above you. And then they put them into piles and burn them, because if you just leave them on the ground, then the seeds are there and that gets into the waterways and away they go again. So that's what those girls are doing, showing the contractors what they want taken out. And she pointed out to the left there, over in the scenic reserve there, all the wildings that are getting away. They got to go through those and take them out as well, but that's another big job. These are the sort of trees that they're going to take down, and you can see they've never been really pruned, and you can imagine if you're in under there with a chainsaw, you got all this above you falling down. So they'd have to get a big 20-ton digger and smash it all down and get it clear as they can, and then lean against it and make sure it goes the way they want it. A dangerous specialist job. These are eucalypt stumps, these ones here, but they'll be put in about the same age, I'd say. You might count the growth rings here, be 80 to 100 years old. But they would have been put in as a windbreak. You see straight through there, a windbreak for the houses and things in years gone by. So they get their cows in at the moment, sorting them out here. Aberdeen Angus, maybe just had their calves taken off them, but nice line of heifers. Tipaki Station. I spotted these silica sands out here. I thought I'll just see if this road takes me out to them. They'll be the other side of the lagoon, but we'll get a bit closer anyway. The temperature's dropped a little bit, so that's a good thing. We're down to about 17 degrees at the moment. I'll get a story out of this farmer here. No, I missed my chance. He's buggered off. Well, I was just talking to a young married guy who works on this big farm here to our left. There's 14 staff on the farm, and they're just taking these ewes here down to be shorn. So they brought them off the low country here and fetching them on up to the yards, up the top of the road there. So this whole mob here is on the move. But what Josh was telling me is the silica sand out here years ago when he was younger again, he's only young now, but when he was younger still, they had a dredge out here and it would grab the silica and take it out further and put it onto bigger barges, and then that big barge would take it on down to Auckland to, he thinks, make glass. But each of the workers on the farm here, it's Maori-owned land, get their own house, you know, and so he and his wife are in this house here with the orange roof. But the other thing was, there was another big enterprise just around the corner here, a big fish factory. They were trying to farm kingies, the big fish. So there's a big processing plant down here he was telling me to have a look at. but that went bust, the same as the silica, and now it's all back to more or less farming. So that's where Josh lives in there. He was talking about being in the forestry when he was younger, but he got injured in there. He said it's too dangerous in amongst the trees with chainsaws, so he changed his vocation. Sending the dogs out round them. This lot's just been shorn, and the ewes that Josh is bringing up are the ones that are going in tomorrow. Anyway, they've just had a buyer here, stock buyer, and they were very interested in buying a shipload of Aberdeen Angus heifers to go to China. So they want to take the breed from here and take it over there alive, and they only want the young ones so that they can get about 10 or 15 calves out of them over there. Unreal, isn't it? Live export. They're paying much more for the young stock than they are for the prime beef. Anyway, I just see that I've got how many k's to go? 84 k's to go down the island, down the peninsula here. So let's get into it, and we'll do it safely. The other thing I was talking to Josh about was the wild horses out here. He said they've been let go in the forests along the west coast here, and there's quite mobs of them there, you know. We're steady and looking after about 8 mares and many mobs like that. There's some lovely horses amongst them too. They would have been let go in years gone by. Even though she's well strapped down, there's a potential for bark and rubbish to fall off, so we'll just get round to him and we'll leave him there. Hello, there's a quail going across the road. I didn't do much filming coming out because of the riding into the sun, but it is a lovely ride out here. The road is just A grade. Well, I've just met all these ladies here cycling from the North Cape and Cape Reinga down to Caddy. Yeah, and they're in the rowing club. What's your name? Hey.
I'm Christine.
Christine. Danielle. Lovely to meet you.
Rowing club.
Yeah, lovely. We'll see you again sometime. Let's go out there. It's called Harbour View Road, so we'll cut along here and see what's going on. Well, that wasn't a very long road, was it? It says stop, so I better. Some pleasure craft, fishing craft, and just discharge his catch. So I've taken a 10k trip, a side road out to the beach at 90 Mile Beach. Just ridden through a mob where the wild horses were. I can see their dung and everything on the side of the road there, but and you can see how they've been eating the grass where the stallion stands on the crest of the hill of a night time, you know, and has his mares around him. I don't think I'll see them in this sort of forest. It's more back out in that younger growth there where there's a bit more luxuriant grass. I've only got, oh no, look, we're out to the beach already. I really don't want to take my bike on the salty sand, so I'll have to do another walk just to the crest of a sand dune. And because the sun's setting in the north there, northwest, I'll just look down towards the south. It's calm here. Do a circle in the sand like that so I know where to come back to. You can see the soft stuff here just as he goes over this ridge. Woo! Yep, she braked a little bit. Here's the indicator. Let's get out of here. Well, I was looking out for the evidence of those horses. There's horse shit everywhere, so there must be a hell of a lot of horses there. But there's also a lot of food that they can be away into the bush and don't need to come out onto the road. In fact, they would know to only come out on the road of a night time because all the trucks and cars have gone home. So, let's have a look how far we've got to go now. 41 k's to get back to Kai Tire. Well, let's go and do that. Well, I think this is avocados. Yes, it is. I can see them there now. But they're just developing this whole area here with the young ones here to the right. Avocados. Avocados in their thousands. They must be protected by wind. More and more avocados here. Now that lady I was just talking to there, she said that there's a phenomenal water take to water all these plants, and that's lowering the water table on this whole peninsula, depleting the water supply. And then you got saltwater ingress from the ocean coming either way, killing off plants. I said, how did this get established like so? Well, it was someone got in, established it, sold up and got out. And the long-term effects are yet to be felt. Those people that are been here a long time will soon have to start trucking in water because the water table has been depleted. Isn't that progress? Well, as I ride back into Kaitaia, that closes out day 3. I've ridden 300 k's over 7 hours, so that's a good look around out there. I did enjoy meeting those people out there today and gaining a better understanding of their environment.